Hey, this is My Take, and I'm John Kavakis, and today I've got something very special for you from GLM. It's their 1954 Lincoln Capri two-door, made exclusively for Tom Dirnberger and Dale Danifer. Now, I'll talk about Tom and Dale in just a little bit, but I want to talk to you a little bit about Lincoln. You know, right there after World War II, there was a design revolution. Production had been down for 4 years. They made the same cars as in 1942 for a year, 2 years or so, but everybody was moving in a new direction, and you know, the fenders were being integrated into the bodywork. Manufacturers were experimenting with a longer, lower, leaner. Hudson came out with their drop-down chassis, and there were a lot of really neat things going on. And Lincoln got into the game in 1949, producing maybe one of the most luxurious Lincolns yet. Now, it was the bathtub styling, and they're called bathtub styling because they look a little bit like an inverted bathtub. You know, whether or not you like that or not, that's up to you. A lot of people really go for it. It was different. It was new. It was fresh. Now, the Lincoln was a spectacular car. Design was a little bit polarizing, and again, you'd have to decide whether or not you like it. But the biggest problem it had is it was underpowered. Now, Ford had been working on a V12, an in-house V12, updated V12, but that was kind of stillborn, and they kind of shoehorned a flathead V8 into the car. Only made 152 horsepower. A little bit of a horsepower war started around 1950, 1951 or so, and Lincoln was kind of left behind in that. But in 1952, they had all new styling, and I just think it's really beautiful. Early 1950s, it just a really nice style. And they had a new V8, a Y-block V8. Now, this one produced 180 horsepower. A really nice looking car, luxurious interior. It was big, managed not to look so big. They shared a body with Mercury back then. And that's a whole nother story. But they refined it in 53, and then in 54 refined it a little bit further, and the horsepower was up to something in the neighborhood of 220 horsepower or so. And so now they had the power, they had the styling. Lincoln went racing, and some of the races they were engaged in were a bit legendary back there for the time. So Tom Dirnberger and Dale Danifer have commissioned an exclusive run of 52 two-door Capris. And you know, if you're familiar with Tom and the way he does these things, you know, his models are always special. They're unique designs. He's got great taste in the subject matters that he picks, but he's a wizard with the colors. He does a fantastic job. And this car is available in a variety of colors. So I want you to listen to me carefully. It's going to get a little bit complicated, but these cars are beautiful. I'll get them out and show them to you in just a little bit, but let me go over the colors and listen to me carefully. So it's available in Regent Black over Premier Yellow, 50 pieces. White over Regal Red, 50 pieces again. Regent Black over Regal Red, 40 pieces. Embassy Brown over Colony Tan, 40 pieces. Palace Green over Empire Green, 50 pieces. All of those are $129 plus shipping. Now, there's a couple of limited editions. There's a white, no two-tone white. Only 20 pieces are being made of that. And there's an ambassador blue over white. There are only 20 pieces of those being made. Those are $135. There are two very special versions that come in race livery. Now, these are a bit more involved. Once you see all the graphics and everything, you'll know that they're a bit more difficult to make, so they're a bit more expensive. So there's the winner of the 54 Mexican Road Race in red. And then there's a white car. They're making 50 pieces of the red car, and they're making 40 pieces of the white car. Listen carefully to this, because they've done something really cool. This car can be configured livery-wise to your specs. You can put any number you want. You can put any driver you want. Some people are going to go for a historic number and a historic driver. Some people are going to get their own name on there. Maybe you want to put your wife's name on there, or your brother's name, or your father's name, or something like that. All you got to do is let Tom know what you want on there, and he'll do it for you. Now, those models, again, are a bit more complicated. They're $175. And shipping on all of the models is $7, even if you get multiple units. So I want to get these out of the box. I want to take a look at them and show you what a great job GLM has done and what a great job Tom has done in picking out these colors. Let's get them on the turntable, take a close look. Just look at these things. These colors pop. I mean, between what GLM's been doing and with the finishes and that new process they have to bring the colors out and everything, and the way Tom puts these colors together, they're just beautiful models. Now, these are the only two I've seen in person, but I got to believe the other ones pop just as much. Typical GLM attention to detail here. Great trim, great badging, great chrome, but look at those wheels and wheel covers. They're just beautiful, finely detailed. Find the same thing in the interior. Look at that steering wheel. It's just beautifully done, well executed. It comes to life. You look inside the car, you look outside, you see all this incredible detail. Zero in on the rear quarter panels. Again, this incredible attention to detail. Badging is almost microscopic, but very well done. Trim very well placed, picked out fantastically, and the chrome is bright and lustrous. Front and rear of the car are beautifully done. Look at the lensing, look at the detail on the emblems, and just get a close look at this emblem on the front of the hood. It's just beautifully done. Again, almost microscopic. Look at those headlights. Here's another look at the models on the turntable. And you know, I take a look at these things here. I'm just so impressed. They're miniatures. They're not just models, they're miniatures. I was in dialogue with a few people last week and telling me that they think that the hobby's dying. We've never had models this detailed, this accurate, this much fidelity, and this many coming at us so fast. So this is just another example of some of the finest 143rd models I've ever seen. And I'm excited of what's going on with the business, what's going on with these makers, and what GLM and Stamp is doing. So there they are. They run $129, $175. You can customize the all-white race version, have delivery on it you want. There's some limitations. You've got to go with some of the standard stickers they have. But the big thing is you get your own name on there, or maybe somebody close to you want to put their name on it. And, you know, if you've dealt with Tom and Dale before, you know what great dealers they are. They're some of the best guys in the business. I trust them, and I really enjoy what they come out with because they've always got something special. They'll be in Chicago with us in a couple of weeks, and we're looking forward to see what they have in their display. So that's GLM's 1954 Lincoln Capri two-door, made exclusively for Tom Dirnberger and Dale Danifer. Thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor. If you like the video, give me a like down there. Love to have you as a subscriber. The channel continues to grow. I've got a ton of videos that I'm going to share with you over the next couple of weeks or so. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back again soon.